Arcas, you say these things, and the old woman goes, "That's right! You should listen to the son of... Oh god, I'm forgetting your mother's name. Raluna.
Raluna.
You should listen to the son of Raluna. He knows what's best for you all."
How does she know that you're the son of Raluna?
You're not there. You're chasing after a fox.
I know.
Actually, about this time is when you cast Pattern Weave. Give me a d20 when you cast Pattern Weave for your...
So did I almost lose the fox?
Oh yeah, you've lost the fox. The fox is fast and sneaky, but give me a Pattern Weave spell.
Is it plus anything?
No, it's just a flat d20 to see about the magic surge.
Oh no.
11 is a success. You do not have a surge.
Oh, good.
Can Pattern Weave reveal tracks?
Well, it could reveal a pattern like in the grass or whatever it's running through.
Yes. Makes sense of current chaos. Scattered parts. Specific trails appearing out of overlapping footprints. Specific trails appearing out of overlapping footprints. Perfect.
Nice.
You do spot the trail of the dog, the fox. Fox. It takes you a few moments to figure out what's going on, but after the DM secretly makes a saving throw for the wizard at the same time. Oh, I make a saving throw in my secret. Okay. You notice a pattern out of the debris on the ground, and you see the fox's footprints that actually lead to a burrow right next to you. That's underneath a little bit of a shrub. It looks like a rabbit burrow or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like the fox has gone down into the burrow.
Into a rabbit burrow?
Yes.
It's a small little fox.
Or a big rabbit.
I guess there's nothing for me to do but wait here.
Zane, give me an initiative roll for whatever it is that you want to do. Arcas, if you want to do something, give me an initiative roll.
No, I continue.
Okay.
It's 20 or 10 plus 7, right, for me, or is it?
If you're gonna attack with your bow, it's 7. If you wanna, what do you want to do?
I mean, can I attack with a bow with this potion on me?
You can try. You don't know if you can actually grab your bow. Well, your bow is actually stuck above you, and every time you get to your feet, you wind up slipping. So
I'm gonna do my best to grab my bow and get the heck out of that thing.
Okay, so
and
give me
use my slipperiness as part of my escape plan by spin out the back.
All right, give me a D10 plus 3 then.
Oof, man, low roll city over here.
I know,
those
man.
are good for initiative, actually.
Oh, okay, good.
Good. This should be... Hold on, let me look up the spell that she's casting. Initiative speed is 2, 8. You go at 5. You go first. So, where did that potion of slipperiness go? So you get to your feet. You try to get to your feet and get out of here. Well, if you want to grab your bow, you need to get to your feet. If you don't want to get your bow, you can just try and slip out the back.
I'm gonna do my best to leap for the bow. I'm not like trying to stand up and grab it. I'm just
just a single leap.
Yeah, just grab it and yank it down.
Okay. Okay, give me... if you're just going to make a leap for it, give me a dexterity check. But I'm going to need a 24 to succeed. So d20 plus 16, and you want to roll a 24 or higher. Boom! Perfect. You manage to brace yourself against the corners of these racks of things that she has in the back. Leap through your bow, grab it, somersault out the back of the cart, and stumble down the road. As she points a crooked finger at you, speaks a few words, and give me a saving throw versus spell. It is a d20, and you want to roll 13 or better. Unmodified d. You find yourself starting to float off the ground, and you find yourself floating about 6 inches off the ground, just kind of mysteriously. And she croaks in her old crone voice, "That ought to teach you to screw with old women on the road." She turns back in her cart and whips the reins, and she and her oxen start to move again. Arcas, or
Wow,
Zane or
very-
Arcas, is there anything you want to do, or are you going to let her go?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm like, not getting involved. This is your problem.
If you had a fox, you would know how it felt.
You would understand.
Okay. She disappears down the road, and about 10 minutes later, the 2 ladies are unfrozen, and you guys can start moving again. And
Am I far enough away that I could yell? Like
I
they
mean-
would hear me?
you can try. You're not sure how far you've run in chase to this fox. A loud yell might be able to reach the party.
Party! Come over here! I found where Kitsune went!
You guys hear the echo through the forest. This is
I think
before
we
the
should-
girls unfreeze, actually. So just be Arcas and floating Zane who hears this.
Where's Ayala? Is she frozen on the car as well?
Yeah, I'm frozen.
Yeah, but she wasn't on the old woman's cart. She's just like frozen in the middle of the road.
Right.
Okay. I think you should go borrow Anna's peanut butter to unslippery.
It's true.
Yeah.
Am I still covered in this stuff?
It's splashed all over your back and has like leaked onto your front, and it's just like really gross and slippery everywhere.
I think you should.
Well, I'm gonna make my way back to the
Actually, you can't.
Unfreeze
You're still
unfrozen.
floating.
Oh, I'm still floating.
Oh, you're gonna be floating for a while, my friend.
Sweet.
I found the fox! Come on!
Arcas,
I
you're
begin-
pretty much the only one that can react to this, because Zane can't even touch the ground.
Fine. Can I like carry Zane?
Yeah, totally. He's floating. You can just like push him or
So
pull
I'm
him.
like pushing him towards Adea.
I begin a long apology for my actions, and I break down in tears because I watched my entire village disappear in front of me, and that fox was the last thing I've ever had in my life that was good outside of my wife.
Aww.
I make sure to push him like little taps on the back on the butt, like you've been a bad boy. You've been a bad boy.
Okay then.
He's like, I've lost everything I love in the world, and you're like, bad boy, bad boy.
Bad boy. You think about your actions.
Yeah. I do.
All right. The 2 of you arrive at the fox or the rabbit hole next to Adea.
Kitsune went in that rabbit hole.
Well, maybe we should lure her out with the peanut butter.
Do we have anything equivalent?
You have some trail rations, which are not actually all that appetizing.
Not good enough.
Arcas, can you find a small animal that might be tempting for a fox to eat?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are so demanding now.
I'm still crying, by the way.
This doesn't faze me.
There.
I try to comfort Zane and give Arcas a look like, do you want to be a god or not? Go find something to lure the fox.
And I look at you and I'm like, I don't give a shit about being a god.
Just go do it!
I go look for an animal.
I'm so lazy.
Like this.
I tell Arcas I'll make him the strongest wood elf ale wood juice he's ever had. In
Ah,
Mercy.
there you go.
Yeah, if we get Kitsune back.
Yeah.
Tempting.
You gonna
I'm
do
already
it?
on my way. Yeah, I'm already on my way. Looking for an animal.
Okay, you go around for a while and eventually you find some sort of animal. Just give me an attack roll d20 plus. What, you can't stab it with your sword. You need to be able to have some ranged thing. What do you
He
got?
just intimidates it to death.
You've got axes and daggers you can throw. Cool.
He can also just grab it.
Well, I mean, if you got to get close enough to the creature to do it, and usually you want to hunt at range so they don't run away. Give me a d20 plus 7 to throw your hand axe at something, Arcas. Perfect. You toss your hand axe at a a quail, and you wind up like chopping its head off with the axe and grab the quail, grab your axe, come back to the rabbit hole.
Sweet.
Let's put it like 5 feet out of the hole, and then stand, next to the hole, so that when Kitsune comes out, we can block the hole and grab.
Good idea.
Okay.
So you guys do this for a little while. It takes you stand like 5 feet back waiting, and a few minutes pass and nothing happens. You're like, okay, well, let's go further back, and you give yourself like plenty of room so maybe the fox won't smell you guys. And it takes like half an hour, but eventually you notice Kitsune poking out of the hole, sniffing around, and like comes out and starts like gnawing at the quail and starts to drag it back towards its hole. And what are you guys gonna do?
We jump and try to catch her.
Okay, someone is poised like in a tree above the fox. Who wants to be the person in the tree above the fox? Can't be Zane
One
because
of
he
the
can float.
elves.
One of the elves is frozen with Emma back on the road. The other one is just
Okay,
floating.
fine. Then it's me.
All right, you leap down towards the fox from above. Give me a d20 plus 1,
Dex?
but then you also have surprise, so 4, and high ground, so 5. So d20, oh, I'm sorry, that should be a total of 6. d20 plus 6.
No dex or anything?
No, it's an attack roll.
Neil, while she does that, I'm gonna go back to the frozen people.
Okay. The
And protect
19 is a hit. You land on Kitsune and grab her all the way around. She resists at first, but gets used to your smell after a moment and, stops resisting and starts whining and just trying to struggle and get out and go for
I
the
coo
quail.
at her peacefully. Kitsune. Kitsune.
Okay. In the meantime, let's flip back to the people who are on the road, because Arcas is on his way back. The two of you are frozen on the road. You can kind of see each other from where you are, but you're both just like mid-movement, just stuck.
I forgot we left them just standing there like,
Yeah, I went back as soon as I could. Okay, Neil.
Right, but the party, there's like a good 45-minute period where you guys are left alone.
What? There's no way I would have left them for 45 minutes.
You spent a few minutes trying to get the fox, and it's like a few minutes pass,
No,
few minutes
no,
pass.
no,
It takes half an hour before you guys manage to get the fox.
I'm not waiting for them to get the fox. I left before.
Yeah, she did. He did.
I mentioned that before you even said, "Oh, something happened on the road," kind of thing.
Yeah, but you said I go back as soon as we get the fox.
No.
No, she said before. Yeah.
I said that when she's doing that, I'm already gone getting
Oh, I see. I thought you meant by doing that. I thought you meant dropping down on the fox, not the preparation.
after he got the animal, he left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then this is going to be more interesting. You're going to actually show up in the middle of something. So the two of you are just kind of like stuck on the road doing nothing, and eventually this wagon comes rumbling along after the party's been gone for 6 minutes or so. And
Ridiculous.
It better not be the old lady.
no, it's not the old lady. It's actually what looks to be a farmer who has the sword strapped across his back. You can't see this at first, but you see it when he approaches you, along with what looks to be 2 kids with him. You both kind of just hear the rumbling of wagon wheels along the road, and then you hear these voices because you can't see anything. They're coming from behind you, and there's these kids going, "Ooh, what are those people doing? Why aren't they moving?" And the dad's like, "I don't know. This looks suspicious. Stay back, kids." And he kind of walks up, draws his sword out, and looks at you guys in the face and pokes you in the nose, kind of gives you a little bit of a shake, goes, "I think they're stuck. Kids, quickly, get anything off of them that you can find." And they start going through all of your shit. And as they are getting back on their wagon, having taken off your backpacks and all of your belt pouches and anything that's actually in your hands and tossing it in their wagon, so you're just in your clothes standing there, Arcas comes stepping onto the road, and you immediately notice that Emma no longer has her scythe in her hand. She no longer has her backpack. Her hood, which was up for whatever reason at the moment, is now down. And you notice these people are in a wagon. They're climbing back into a wagon.
I start sprinting Arcas, the Arcas my shield. It's all of a sudden I'm fucking Captain America with my shield on the boat
It's like
during the movie number 2, and I'm sprinting towards the truck, and I yell, give me back the items or you'll die. Straight up.
Okay.
Truer dialogue has never been spoken.
The man turns around to look at you and goes, whoa. Sorry. We didn't know. We didn't know any better here. And he tosses you Emma's scythe and her backpack, as well as Ayala's backpack. I was going to get it. Damn it. I was going to make that one.
We were close.
Do I see if, like, can I notice if anything's missing or?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, God damn it, I have the worst perception in the world.
Well, you can do that, or you can list the items that you think that she might have, and then I'll let you know if they're there or
I
not.
have no idea.
I
would love to see what Arcas thinks that she has in her bag.
Okay. But I touch the bags and I look at them and I'm like, that's not all of it, and I slash my shield on the truck.
He goes, whoa!
Or like on the
Cart.
Yeah.
He raises his hands in protest and says, I'm sorry, let me see. What, kids, did you take anything off of them? What is wrong with you? And goes over and slaps one of his kids across the face.
bad father.
And then pulls out 5 shurikens as well and says, I think these are hers. And what else did you have on you? There's nothing else on you.
I have shurikens.
And pulls out a coil of rope and tosses it onto the ground as well. He goes, I swear, that's it. Everything else in here is just crops.
Show me everything you have in your cart right now.
Come on, just look in the cart yourself. He puts his hands in the air. Look at the cart.
I go through the kids' pockets.
You find a couple of silver coins and some copper coins in their pockets.
I don't care about that. I go through the cart.
It has like turnips and cabbage and other gross vegetables that are good for you.
I go through the kids' boots.
Their boots?
What's she looking for?
Yes.
Okay. The man's got his hands up. You're like taking these kids' boots off and shaking them upside down. They're empty and you throw them on the road. You take the other kids' boots off and throw them on the road. The kids are standing there like, Daddy, what's going on? And he's like, don't worry. Just let him do whatever he wants and we'll be okay. It's fine. It's fine, kids. It's okay.
I go through the pockets of the dad and the boots.
You find that he has like 3 gold coins and like 30 silver coins on him in his pockets. His boots have really, really stinky socks and a knife in them. That's about it.
Okay.
He also looks like he's got some sort of fungus on his feet.
All right. So I decide to give him. Let me check my money. So I give him 2 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell him, you better not be lying to me. Here's 2 gold, so you can leave me alone and just not come back ever again. If you're lying, though, I'll find you and I'll kill your children first.
Okay. All right. That's it. That's everything. I swear. That's everything.
2 gold. Fix your feet up. It's not
Emma
terrible.
can't talk, right?
What?
Emma can't talk, right?
Nope. Completely frozen.
Can she blink?
Nope. She cannot interact with the world in any way, shape, or form.
Her eyes are watering so bad right now.
Drying up.
Once you leave the cart, he collects the kids' boots. Actually, he doesn't even bother collecting their shoes. He leaves them on the ground, steers his oxen around the party, and like whips them to as fast as they will go. And he takes off down the road in the direction that you guys originally came from.
Wow.
Good job, Arthas. I'm glad you came back in time.
I come back to the...
Yeah, I was really looking forward to having them have all their stuff looted. I'm really bummed that you came back in time.
Of course you were, Neal.
I come back to Emma and Zane, and I'm like, you guys are probably missing stuff, and I wouldn't have killed them, but I did my best.
Okay. Eventually, the party regroups, and you wait around for a little bit, and freaking Emma and freaking Ayala are still stuck. It's been like half an hour since that battle occurred. Not really a battle, but the thing with the old woman. It's been actually 45 minutes since then, and they're still stuck.
Oh.
She's the magician.
Can somebody unfreeze us with magic?
I think she's stuck.
Oh, right.
The one that could do that is frozen.
Maybe we should build a fire.
I touch it, and I touch it to see if they're cold.
No, they're warm.
Just put us in the cart and just drag us along.
Do we get
Can't say
not to keep the cart?
No.
We don't have. Do we have?
No,
a cart?
you have the horse. You have a horse, no cart.
So
All right, we are walking.
Let's put both frozen people on the horse awkwardly, and then continue on.
Okay. You
Okay,
sit them
there's
on
nothing
there,
else
and they're
I
like
can do.
literally frozen in spots. So they kind of like lean off, and you take a few minutes, but you get the rope off the ground, and you eventually tie them together, and then tie them to the horse, and then lead the horse in front of you,
Weirdest thing.
and just keep going down the road. And sometime later, they unfreeze, and oh my god, I've been, yeah. You guys are,
Oh, they unfreeze with themselves?
Yeah.
they unfreeze themselves after a period of time. It takes a while
Good.
to happen.
Am I still floating?
You stop floating around the time that they unfreeze.
Cool.
And the slippery stuff wears off after about an hour and a half.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. And you guys continue on the road.
What is the status of our fox? Is she obedient or is still wild?
The fox
He's
really
warming up to Anna.
is warming up to Anna, but is really unhappy with the two of you.
So
We should-
likes me and doesn't like them.
Something like that. Something along those lines. It seems weird. The fox, whenever they get near, it goes. "Rawr, rawr."
Shouldn't have given it to the old lady.
Yeah, she messed it up.
I can probably fix it. Maybe if we went to bed, I could actually do it before we sleep. I can also heal you, Arcas,
Right now?
if we go to bed.
I'm like really.
Oh.
She has a healing touch.
I do have the healing.
Are you like disgusted by that, Arcas, or
Right, what you
how are
said?
how are you feeling with the like?
I
her
did
hitting
not.
on you?
I did not understand the pun. I'm
Do
just.
you want? Oh God, what's this? Is it really called "Sexual Healing"? The song?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sexual.
Sexual. No, I did not get the pun. I'm like, you better freaking heal me.
Wow, 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 wow.
Song right now. That's when it got created.
But I mean, in general, like, how are you? Are you responding to Emma like blech mostly?
What do you mean? Like, she hasn't.
I know, but just in general, your interactions with her.
It depends. I've been saying her how I feel. It depends.
So do we
Um,
keep going today, or are we sleeping?
Well, I say we walk as far as we can till nighttime, and then.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And
Yeah, you guys-
I'm really pleased with myself that the fox likes me, and I'm like, oh, of course she does.
You guys get to Galesvere before the day ends, and find a tavern there that will suit you. You're all pretty exhausted, and you settle in quickly for the night. It's been a weird day between the undead ogres, the disembodied corpses, the old woman who just fucking had this magical oxen and magical cart and slippery
Mean
oil
granny.
and screwed
I
you
should've
guys over. And,
I should have shot the oxen.
interesting.
That would have been hindsight.
No, they're
2020, you know?
innocent animals.
Fine. I should have killed the old lady.
Yeah, well.
Stolen all her sweet potions.
They weren't evil.
But she was evil to our fox.
Yeah, just because she wasn't evil didn't mean that she wasn't an enemy. It is said.
It is said. It has
Is that
been.
true? Is that true though?
That's true.
If someone is not evil, they can still be an enemy?
Well,
Okay.
because they can have conflicting goals.
Mhm.
Yeah, because like you can be neutral, like chaotic neutral.
But you could also just be two good people who are at odds with each other, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I like dunked Ayela's hair. I wasn't evil, and neither was she, but I just didn't want her hair to be prettier than mine. So
Right. Or like when the Hound met Brienne of Tarth and they had a sweet battle.
like that. But except that the Hound's definitely evil.
No.
No.
Yeah.
He's out of evil.
I don't know. He's just very. He's a gruff person. I don't know if
around
he's
the
actually
edges.
evil.
Yeah.
He's very loyal and very violent and rough, but he's not necessarily like he doesn't enjoy the suffering of other people.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe.
Also,
don't
just
know.
note that detect evil is for only people who are really evil.
Mhm.
So, like, undead would be seen as evil, but individuals are rarely seen as evil.
Yeah, because people are
So
so
I
easy
didn't
to.
expect her to be evil, but I did expect that if she had undead in our cart, I could have seen it. Probably.
Anyway, you guys make it into this town and exhausted, immediately go to your rooms and pass out for the evening. And on
No,
that
I'm-
note,
I'm
yes?
dispelling magic on the fox.
Thank you.
Okay, you dispel
Fine,
magic on the fox,
Does
and we'll
anything
figure
happen?
out what happens with the fox when we come back from our break.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So we'll see you guys then. Bye bye.